What's good, everybody? This is John J Gaming on for Mike here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Memphis Dynasty here on NCAA 12, one of course the more underrated NCAA games in the Xbox iterations. And we are out here, man. We are taking on the Eastern Carolina Pirates. They are coming in 3-4. We are somehow still undefeated. I don't know how we pulled this off, but it's going to be a challenge for us. They are going to be a better team than we are. They're a B minus squad across the board, whereas we're a C minus team. Still got some holes in our roster, but you know, Kirk Herbstreit, man, he is going to be rocking with us. He believes in our football team, so we're finally getting a little bit of respect around here, as we should, as we definitely should. As Eastern Carolina, they have struggled through this year, just 2-4 versus actual FBS teams. We don't play FCS teams around here, and we still got this undefeated record. So, you know, before we go out onto that football field and try to get ourselves to 8-0, I do have some awesome updates on our recruiting board. So we're trying to tie up some recruiting things. You know, I like to do my recruiting off screen before we go ahead and jump into game action. But that being said, we actually got a person commit before we even step on the field. Tim Means, he's a 3-star athlete from Colonial Heights, Tennessee. He's going to sign on that dotted line for us, so I'm really excited to bring him in. Gonna see what he kind of projects as. Looks like he's got some pretty good speed that we can work with. Might be a defensive back, which, you know, we'll see if that's actually the case or not. Or we could put him at maybe linebacker. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But, you know, seems like he's a decent patch catcher, and, you know, I'm liking the idea of using his versatility on at least the defensive side of the ball. But let's not waste any more time. Let's see if we can make it to 8-0. I will catch you guys on the field as we go on the road to play these ECU Pirates. Let's go, baby. Alright, boys, so we are honestly not off to a great start, man. We gave up a kick return for a touchdown. We also gone 3 and out, and Eastern Carolina has the football yet again. So, not how we wanted to start this game, but here we are, barbecue on the titties. We just gotta, you know, stand up. We gotta shake it off. We gotta be like a T-Swift song. We gotta shake that thing off, man. And let's see if we can at least force Eastern Carolina to take a field goal. You know, give our guys a chance to win this game. I don't want this to be, you know, too big of a lead to where it's basically over before the thing starts, right? So that's what we're dealing with right now. That offensive holding will help us out tremendously. That will knock him back a few yards at the very least. But on this 2nd and 5, though, quarterback is going to get all the time in the world in the pocket, and he throws a dime. Wow, that is really tight coverage. That is an ill-advised throw. Still managed to get that in there, though. He was not messing around and playing any games. And Christian goes ahead. It makes it a 7-0 lead right away. 14-0 lead, matter of fact. So down by 2 touchdowns already, and now a lot of pressure being put on Jesse Richards and company, because this is what we want to avoid. We want to avoid that we get out to a really big deficit. That's what happened to us last year whenever we played this Eastern Carolina squad, and it kind of forced us to throw the ball 60-something times, and we just could not have any balance on offense. So big drive here for our guys. We'll see if they can come through and make something happen here. As now we got 2nd and 10 now coming up. Martin's going to move over to the right-hand side, and we'll at least get some good yards there on the run. I mean, down by 2 possessions, but it's early in the game, so we do not have to abandon that run game. At least not yet. And good thing that we did, because we got a 3rd and short coming up here. We could get tricky here and throw the play-action pass, but I really like this matchup with Anthony Douglas, and Douglas is able to find some open space there, and that will go ahead and move the first down. So, First and 10 for us. We got Eastern Carolina in their own territory, and we set up a pretty good screen here that picks up yet another first down. Our drive going pretty smoothly as we try to throw again here on first and 10. Another screen here for Chris Washington. You know, the wide receiver middle screen, you know, it's working pretty well for us overall, and we pick up a gain of 8 there as we'll finish that first down off with a run with William Jones, and William Jones will, of course, move those sticks for us. Is now first and 10 once again. We go ahead and, you know, make some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. See if we can win some something on the curl route, since they're playing pretty thin. But we throw over the middle instead. We find Willie Duckett, and Duckett cannot get it into the end zone, but it's going to be yet another first and goal for your Memphis Tigers. So now, first and goal from inside the 5-yard line. We're looking to punch it in. Anthony Douglas going to go into motion, see if we can punch it into the end zone, and we do. Anthony Douglas running over somebody in the process, and we're right back into this football game, as that is going to take us out of the first quarter of action. We got a battle here. 14-7 is your score. We knew this Eastern Carolina squad, they got some talent on paper. We got to come with our best if we want to beat one of the best. So now we go ahead, we come back out onto the field. We got the stop on defense that we were looking for. So we have a chance to go ahead and tie this game as we go to the opposite side for Anthony Douglas. Anthony Douglas will pick up a gain of 5 for us there, as Anthony Douglas able to get this to a 2nd and 5. As Richards will drop back the pass now, looking over the middle of the field, trying to find Chris Washington. But Chris Washington will not be able to move the sticks. As now 3rd and 5 coming up now, as Richards goes into shotgun formation. Going to try to set it up. Got some space on the outside with Chris Washington. He's got Owen to safety to beat. Can he get past the safety? He cannot. But a huge gain for your Memphis Tigers, as that's going to go for a big first down there as well. You absolutely love to see it. And now it's another first and goal as we get back to work once again. Memphis going to try to go ahead and move things downfield, making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage as we try to tie this game up. We got the slant pattern over the middle, but it's a little bit, it was not in rhythm. We were not on the same page there. So now we got a 2nd and goal as we try to get this into the end zone again. William Jones trying to help out quite a bit. He will get us inside that 5-yard line. But William Jones does end up hurting himself. The true junior from Carborough, North Carolina. He is shaken up on the field. So now we will see Matt Turner check in on a key 3rd down. We're going to try to bamboozle this Eastern Carolina defense with a play action as Richards, he's going to try to look towards the end zone, trying to find Anthony Douglas, but cannot connect. And we do have to settle for a field goal, so we do cut into this lead a little bit more. So we get 10 unanswered points since the hot start by the Pirates, but we're still down by 4 points. So now, midway through the second quarter of action, Ron Christian marches his team back out onto the field, as Christian will drop back to pass here on 2nd and 13. All day to throw the football. Throws over the middle, but it's going to be incomplete there. And now we got a 3rd and long for your Memphis Tigers. The Pirates have not gotten a single first down conversion all day off of 3rd down, except there. They will convert on a 3rd and 13. You literally cannot make any of this up. I am dead serious right now. And, I mean, it's just a tough look for our guys, man. It is a really tough look. And now, 1st and 10 coming up. 14-10 going to be your score as we drop back the pass looking. But it's going to be fumbled. Oh, we could not get to the fumble. But how about Robert Bowen? He's going to be credited with his 10th sack of the season. He's really having a nice year for us so far. But we'll see if the rest of our defense can step up. We get him to a 2nd and long. But
what they did is they tried to set up the screen, and Antoine Curtis, he grabbed the face mask. No reason to. Absolutely no reason to grab the face mask. They got really fortunate there. So instead of it being maybe like a 3rd and long, they get a fresh set of downs to work with. And they are right back in their no huddle. They're like the UAB team that we played in the previous episode in terms of offensive style. Except Eastern Carolina, they actually know what they're doing. 2nd and 3 coming up, though. They got their receiver out on the wide receiver screen. This could be trouble. We take a bad angle as Antoine Curtis cannot bring him down. And the Pirates, they get yet another touchdown on the board. And we're going to be down 21-10 after that scamper into the end zone. And now our offense has the pressure right back on us. 1st and 10 as Eastern Carolina makes an adjustment. They're going to try to throw to the right-hand side. They definitely took away that deep route. That's what we were originally eyeing. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 10. Richards with a 5-wide set, but we're setting up the wide receiver screen, and that is nearly intercepted. If that was actually caught, that was actually going to go in the opposite direction. And now it's 3rd and 10. Richards in the shotgun formation, looking over the right-hand side, gonna fire a bullet, and Anthony Douglas is gonna come down and make the catch and back in business, and we desperately needed that one. Douglas able to get a clean release at the line of scrimmage and threw it in the nick of time. As now we got a 1st and 10 to work with once again as we make adjustments at the line of scrimmage, making sure Douglas got the call as we're on the road. Definitely, crowd noise is certainly an issue there. We had to throw it short to Brian Kidd, and Brian Kidd still able to pick up that 1st down. So that go route that we called helped create some extra space there on that side in order to complete that pass. A couple plays later, Richards again trying to throw the football. This time trying to attack deep downfield, and an ill-advised throw there. I'm actually shocked. We still have the football after that throw. We'll have to run it back with yet another 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 6. We've been good on 3rd down so far. Can Matt Turner keep it going? And we cannot. 4th and 2. What do we decide to do? We're going to go ahead, bring our field goal unit out here as we settle for yet another field goal. We will hit that one right down the middle, and it is going to be a 1-possession game. As long as we take care of business on the defensive side of the football. Did we leave too much time, though? 50 seconds left to play in the 1st half. Christensen, he's going to drop back again. He's got a clean pocket. Once again, he's going to throw it. Once again, and it's going to be not caught once again, but there's a flag on the field, though, and they're going to call it a holding penalty against the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty called on Cody Ellis. And now we are going to be looking at a 1st and 20. Christensen's going to be looking to throw this football once again. He's got 4 wide on the field. Dropping back. They're going to try to set up the wide receiver screen. It works to perfection. We also got some broken tackles as that was also nearly taken back all the way to the crib. But Eastern Carolina Pirates are just sitting outside the red zone now. They still got a timeout left to work with. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Christensen dropping back. He's going to throw a dot over to run inside. And we get beat again. This time it's Miller. Touchdown, Eastern Carolina. And we are down 28-13. That is what's going to be your score right now. And that is actually the score that we take into the locker room. I think we're doing perfectly fine in the offensive end. 13 points is really not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. But we got to get some stops on defense. Giving up 28 points at this point in the game already, that's not very much winning football. They're on pace to put up a 50-burger. We can't win if they put up a 50-burger, plain and simple. So our second half team comes out onto the field as we got a 28-13 game at the half. And Eastern Carolina, they once again have the ball. So really important that we get this stop on defense. We haven't really seen a lot of stops in this game. Really has not happened. Defense, I don't know if the defense took a day off or what's going on. But Kristen's going to throw over to the left-hand side and going to complete this pass yet again. Is originally for a short gain. We also take a terrible angle as Tommy Myers cannot bring him down in time either. And 35-13. I mean, what else is there to say about this? You cannot allow these type of plays to happen at the end of the day. Like, look at this. We had him in the open field. Julian Jackson misses. We also had some really bad angles there too. Now, John Curtis, he almost successfully caught up to him, but too little too late. He also missed that tackle too. And now here comes our offense down the field once again. After a offsides penalty that leads to the 1st and 5, we will drop back the pass. Looking over the right-hand side, we will get it out to James Pittman, and James Pittman will pick up the first down for us once again. Later on in the drive, another 1st and 10 coming up as Richards looks to throw over to the right-hand side. He's got Anthony Douglas down the field. One man let the beat. He beats that guy. He's going to do the Heisman dive into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Memphis Tigers. Now, it'll be really interesting to see if we go for the 2-point conversion or not. But how about this throw? Just perfectly in rhythm. We have struggled throwing those corner route balls in NCAA 12. But that being said, we found a way to get the job done. And now we're looking at 35-19. We will also go for the 2-point conversion. This would make it a 2-score game even. 14 points. Douglas throws to the right-hand side, but Washington could not get there. Except there is a flag on the field. We'll see what it's on. It's going to be a holding penalty on Antonio Campbell. That penalty will be declined. So the 2-point conversion is a failure. So 35-19 now your score as of right now. And Eastern Carolina, they start with the football and they gash us right away. Already across midfield too. They are not wasting any time. They are not messing around and finding out. 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line. They go right to the no huddle. They try to run the screen, but we are ready for it this time around. That's going to be incomplete there. We force the 2nd and 10. We'll see if our defense can continue to make plays like that as they go play action. Looking over the middle of the field as John Curtis will go ahead and make the tackle right away. But that being said, though, that is also going to be incomplete. So, 1st and 10, once again, we're going to go ahead, try to get a stop on defense, and Christensen exposes us in the back end of the end zone. That's his 6th, count it, 6th touchdown pass of the game. He has been unstoppable all day long. And I think our defensive coordinator, he's going to need to take a pink slip when this game is over. But that being said, our offense could not respond. So now our defense coming back out onto the field and could turn into yet another touchdown. We're just not tackling today. I have no idea what's going on. We are not getting any effort on our defense. Like, tackling is an effort thing. Like, you have to be able to put up a better effort than that. You just don't want to win this game. Like, let's be real. That's exactly what's going on right now. And we're down by 30. We are down by 30 points right now because our defense can't do anything right. And now our offense going to have to go pretty much pass all the time now. That's really what it barrels down to as we nearly get intercepted. So we're not doing ourselves any favors either midway through the 3rd quarter. So we'll see if Matt Turner can help us out a little bit. We got a favorable running front that we can try to work through, and that does come with a little bit of success there as we pick up a gain of 6 on that run. It's now 3rd and 4 coming up. We're going to try to set up the halfback screen. Eastern Carolina, they send the blitz, going to get it out into the open. It's Matt Turner out in open space. He's got some good space to work with. Don't get caught from behind, and he does. But a huge first down for the Memphis Tigers, though, as this right here was just fantastic execution. That corner, he was more hell-bent on putting a hit on Jesse Richards. then getting his hands up to try to tip away that pass. And that cost him big time. That really did. So now we're in field goal range, but I want to get more of a field goal. We'll see if we can make that happen, as Tufington is going to take the run up the middle. That is his first collegiate carry. He picks up a gain of 6. His next run does not go so great, though. And now we'll get another third down. Richards dropping back the pass. Going to look over the middle. Finds the fullback, Martin. And Martin will go ahead and pick up that first down for us as well. Does move the sticks for us, too. And another 1st and 10. As we try to make some adjustments for Pittman. Have him go to the corner of the end zone. And try to open things up there. Try to open up some throwing lanes for either Anthony Douglas or Chris Washington, because that is going to be my primary reads. Douglas looking over the middle. Finds Washington. He had it in his hands, but just could not complete the catch, unfortunately. So, instead, we're looking at a 2nd and 10 as we try to run it back here again. This time, making more adjustments at the line of scrimmage. See if we can get Kidd out of the way and isolate to Tufington. See if we can get him his first career reception at the college level. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Richards again looking over the middle of the field, but it's off target there. That's also going to be incomplete. So now a 3rd and 10. We've been solid on 3rd down. 6 for 12 on the day, but this is going to be a challenging one, as we could technically pick up the first down without a touchdown, but it's basically 3rd and goal in my mind. So we'll see if we can get into the end zone here. Richards throws over the middle, and Duncan dives. He dives for it, and he's going to grab it. Touchdown, Tigers. Let's go, baby. How about that effort? Able to seal off his defender, too. He's been watching some NBA highlights, because that's exactly how you do it. Textbook. And this time we do end up settling for the field goal there. And we get an interception on the next drive. Okay. We might be back in business. It is not over yet until that fat lady is singing. And hey, maybe she's warming up for vocals right now, but we're going to have her go on delay because we got a turnover on the opposite side. Critical stop by our defense. And now it's the offense's turn to cash in. 1st and 10. Richards drops back, trying to throw to the opposite side. So I thought we had more space with Anthony Douglas, but that almost was intercepted, and they were going the opposite way with it. So now, 2nd and 10, looking over the right-hand side. It's Pittman, and Pittman will pick up some more yards this time around. A better read. Able to make it 3rd and short. As Matt Turner now checks back into the game. He'll be coming in to block. As we'll go ahead, we'll send Pittman on a slant, making sure that he hears the call. The crowd noise is certainly something else right now. Tough place to play within Conference USA. But that being said, Anthony Douglas maintains his concentration and finds that soft spot in the zone. And someone who's been having a really excellent game so far. 6 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown to go with it too. But it will be Matt Turner that finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they will be going for the 2-point conversion. 17-point game between Eastern Carolina and Memphis. Dropping back. Ranger is going to try to run it into the end zone. And he does. Well, not a touchdown, but a 2-point conversion there. It's back to being a 15-point game. So, game is far from over. Lots of scoring. So, I mean, like that title says, if you're loving this offense right now, make sure you go ahead and smack that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. But we got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a really exciting football game that I'm truly here for. I am truly here for that. It'll be interesting to see if Eastern Carolina gets another playoff before the end of this 3rd quarter. There's only 1 second left, and he actually do get it off and a wide butt naked open man down the field. We miss within Tate, but at least Tommy Myers there is there to make the tackle. And again, our defense is just continuing to struggle. Ron Christensen, he's having himself a career day already of over 400 yards, 6 touchdowns and an interception, trying to get multiple NCAA records apparently. And that's going to wrap things up here in the 3rd quarter of action. We're down 49-34. We'll see if our team has that resiliency to come back and win this football game. But it's not going to be an easy one. Already in a goal line situation to start the fourth quarter. Christensen looks to the right-hand side, finds the end zone, and it's another touchdown for the Pirates. And sure enough, Ron Christian does set the school record for most passing touchdowns in a game. He throws for 7 touchdowns. He's been on top of it all day today. As now, 1st and 10, our offense is going to go ahead and take right back over as well. Free possession game. It's not what we wanted, but that's where we are. Just, if we can get 3 more drives, it's got to be touchdowns and 2-point conversions on all of the drives. Richards dropping back, though. He's going to look over to Pittman. Pittman had the ball in his hands, though, and cannot corral it in. So again, 3rd and 7 coming up now as we're going to rock and roll with a screen for Brian Kidd. Trying to get a little creative on offense. We got Kidd out in open space. Can Kidd get the first down? They don't call it that way. It's going to be 4th and inches. But listen, we don't have a choice. We got to go for this. We got to pick up this first down. Looks like they're selling out for the run. No, a lot of guys in the box. So we'll go with a play action. See if we can open things up. And sure enough, they do. Bell, one of our backup tight ends, comes through and makes a play. Haven't really called his name all season, but here we are trying to engineer a comeback. Looking over the right-hand side, getting it back to Brian the Kid, but he can't corral that pass in. And that will be incomplete. As now, 2nd and 10. Once again, Richards in the shotgun formation will again make some adjustments at the line of scrimmage to go in with yet another go route. We got Pittman open. It looks like the go route didn't work extremely well for us there. Forced that safety to choose, and we were able to make an opportunity out of that. So you love to see Richard making good decisions at the line of scrimmage for the pre-play, really opening things up. You really love to see that. I would also love to see a touchdown right now. Richards dropping back, looks over to Willie Duckett. He's going to not get the touchdown, but it'll nearly be a first down conversion. It's going to be 2nd and inches there. As we'll throw again here, looking over the middle of the field, finds Willie Duckett, and Willie Duckett again comes through and makes the catch. That's already a 2nd one on the drive. He subs out, gets a little bit of a break, and Richards gets hit. As soon as we're trying to go play action, linebacker just throwing caution to the wind, and we fail to pick it up, unfortunately. Is now 2nd and goal coming up now. Richards dropping back, looking again over the left-hand side. Willie Duckett trying to get the ball over to him. Well, we were under pressure. That will too be incomplete. So now a 3rd and goal. That's going to be critical. We'll see if we can pull a fast one and run this football. As Matt Turner, he's got some space. Can he find enough room? And he does not. So now 4th and goal coming up for the Tigers. Inside the 5-yard line. We're going with the screen. They've been aggressive on defense. We'll see if we can hurt them. And we do. Matt Turner finds his way into the end zone without being touched either. It's a touchdown for the Memphis Tigers. And is back to just being a 16-point game. So now we'll go for the 2-point conversion. And this will make it 2 regular touchdowns so we can find a way to get this thing into the end zone again. This 2-point conversion is from the 2-yard line as Jesse Richards has the heavens open for him, clearing out some space, and is like, listen, I'm a pocket passer, but that don't mean I'll run every once in a while. Nobody accounting for Jesse Richards there. So 56-42 is now going to be your score, and just give me a stop, defense. 1 stop. That is literally all I'm asking for right now. Can we make that 1 stop happen? 3rd and 7 now. Really need to get him off the field. Christensen drops back, looks to the left-hand side, and he's wide open. We have man coverage there. How do you let someone get out open? Just eyes on the man. That's all that it is. Eyes on the man. How you let him get faked out like that? No idea. I'm disappointed. I'm not even mad anymore about my defense. I'm just disappointed. That's really what it barrels down to, and that's the difference, man. Eastern Carolina, their defense, they did not play great today. Their defense was not good whatsoever. I mean, putting up 42 was never good, especially when it's not involving overtime. But, you know, at least their defense, they made plays when they're supposed to. Our defense didn't do anything right today except got that one turnover, but that's really the only thing good that they did today. And because of that, we are going to be taking our very first loss of the season.
Alright boys, so on one hand, I was really proud of how our team fought in this game. They could have ran us out of the building, and while it was still a 21-point loss, I like how they gave it their all the entire way through. Now, starting with our offense, the offense put up 42 points. It should have been a win today. 29 for 50, 422 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jesse Richards, he was in his bag today. And then on the ground, while we couldn't get much going on the ground, we still found a way to get a couple of rushing touchdowns as well. Matt Turner was able to find the end zone, and then Anthony Douglas, we were also able to find the end zone on the ground as well. But that being said, biggest storyline for our offense, Anthony Douglas. Anthony Douglas really balled out in this one. 9 catches for 143 yards. He was a dog in this one. You know, that's going to be pretty certified. But Willie Duckett also found the end zone too, as did Matt Turner. Matt Turner was also able to find the end zone on that halfback screen. But unfortunately for our defense, though, this was just a rough day for our defense. I mean, when you give up 63 points, you know, it's not a good look, especially when your corner is your best tackler. He had 4 solo tackles in this one. Nate Coleman and Julian Jackson each had a few tackles of their own. We did only also manage to get 1 sack today. Again, Robert Bowen, who is having a really good season this year. He's already having double-digit sacks, so, you know, he's someone that has really stepped up to the plate for us. And we did also force a turnover as well, and that's the weird part. We won the turnover battle, and we still got rocked in this game. Zach Scott did get an interception for us, so a couple of bright spots on this defense, but when you give up 63, it's hard to be positive about this unit. I'm just keeping it real. Alright boys, so what ended up happening to us, we lost that first game, so we are no longer undefeated, but that being said, we no longer worry about having to pursue that perfect season. We can just go out there and try to finish this season strong, because we still got at least 5 more games left to play, so we can still have a magical season even if the loss that we just took. So that being said, I am going to sign off for today. We'll leave this Houston game for the next episode as we'll try to get back to our winning ways. If you enjoyed the fireworks that you saw in this game, man, do me a huge favor. Smack that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button as well. If you do happen to be brand new to the channel, this is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off. But I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.